Gentlemen, next, please welcome to the stage founder and managing partner of Integrity Square, Pete Moore.
Good morning. My name is Pete Moore. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today. Last February, I came to this conference. I sat in the first row, fourth seat, for the first time as a guest of Will Hobbs. President Clinton led a panel and said, "What's the biggest issue right now in the healthcare industry?" I was waiting to hear obesity, chronic disease, cancer. Bruce Broussard, CEO of Humana, leans forward and says, loneliness. Loneliness is the biggest issue. And I never thought about it that way. And he recounted a story of an 80-year-old woman in South Florida whose medical condition was that she was lonely. She was isolated. She was not participating in life. And he arranged transportation for her to get to a senior community. And it struck me that as much we need to exercise and to eat properly, we're social animals. And a social animal in isolation becomes sick. And 18 months ago, I moved from New York City to California. And I got to tell you, I was feeling lonely. I was in a new community, a new environment. I wanted to do activities with people. And at age 41, I actually didn't know how to do that. And I think I'm pretty personable. I went to summer camp. I was a color ward general. It's true. You can check the internet. And here I was. I could not figure out a way to play tennis or backgammon with someone when I wanted to, real time, in the second largest city in the United States. And then I thought about it after attending this conference. What if I was obese? What if I was shy? What would I do? And I know what I would do. I'd stay home. I'd isolate. And it hit me what Bruce meant. And that is the core problem. The isolation is the epicenter of the problems in the healthcare industry. And then 3 weeks after this conference last year, I went back to New York for a few meetings. And I had an opportunity to meet with a dynamic entrepreneur. We'll call him Sam, because that's his real name. And Sam said, "I've got this great idea for a mobile app. We're going to connect people to go to the health clubs together." And I said, "Sam, I need you to help me solve loneliness." And we spent 4 hours on a whiteboard trying to figure out how we're going to solve loneliness. And about 4 months ago, Sam returned, took his iPhone, put it on my desk, and said, "Pete, I think we solved loneliness." And so Smacktive app was born, which is basically an Uber app for people. If you want a driver in an Uber, you get a driver. If you want someone to play tennis or backgammon, this app will find those people for you, real time. And that's really the collective goal of Health Matters. The collective goal is to sit here, figure out what the problem is, and just come up with a tool to solve it. We're not going to solve loneliness, but we're going to create easy tools that are going to facilitate people to make better decisions. And I've been in the fitness industry for 17 years, and it took me to come to Palm Springs to figure out what the root cause of the problem I've been trying to solve. And I'm so excited about what's happening and what's happened that I've brought 10 of my friends. I do have friends. 5 from my firm, Integrity Square. 3 from Smacktive. Marcelo flew in from Argentina. Matthew Allison, one of our good friends, flew in from Taipei. Andrea Rogers, founder of Extend Bar, flew in from Miami. And 2 of my colleagues made a very long drive with me from Los Angeles. So I want to thank the Clinton Conference. I want to thank Scott LeGrand, DK, and all the executives here that take their time out of their schedules to talk, listen, share what the problems are so we can all collectively solve them. Thank you for inspiring me.